Hello, hi. Oh, well, wow. So I believe it must be magic that I had this opportunity to be here in front of you, beautiful people, and I'm able to tell my story. It has to be, right? I mean, who am I? I'll tell you, I'm just a normal girl. I am Aditi, Dr. Aditi Sanwal. As she said, I am an actor by profession, I am a doctor by academics, and most importantly, I am the creator of my own magic. Yes, you heard it right. I am the creator and proud owner of my own magic. Now, I believe in my magic. I don't care if you believe in it or not, if you can see it or not, but I do. It's because I have created it for myself. और जब तक खुद के लिए हूं ना मैं, तब तक अपने लिए तो काफी हूं मैं. Now, definitely, God has been super kind to bestow me with such good fortune that I could pursue such a highly regarded academic degree and then chase my passion as my profession. Very lucky, right? Indeed. Yes, not everybody can be that lucky. I get it. But do you think can just luck suffice? Because I don't think so. You got to do something about it, right? You have to be the change that you wish to be. And yes, of course, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. Whatever you sail out for, even if you achieve like around 50 to 70% of it, trust me, you will be happy. Now, obviously, now if you dream big, then the steps to achieve it will be a lot harder and you'll have to put in a lot of efforts. But if you believe in yourself, then you will do it. The struggle is real. So, welcome to the real world. It sucks, but you're gonna love it. And I'm not apologetic to be filmy and to be a little sitcom because this is my bread and butter, and I love bread and butter. Well, so now let me tell you about myself in detail. I'll tell you about my childhood. I am, as I said, a very regular, ordinary girl from a small town called Jhansi. Jhansi is in UP, and my parents are doctors. Okay, both of them are very hardworking doctors, unfortunately. Now, why am I saying unfortunately? You'll know. So, my father is a super specialist, okay? He's done MBBS, MS, MCH. My mother is an ENT specialist. She's done MBBS, MS. Aditi Sanwal, MBBS, not even practicing it. And my brother, he's studying in IIT right now. So we saw the graph, hence proved, right? But I was not studious actually, but I was not bad at studies. I was okay. I didn't actually really care a lot about studies, but I was very interested in whatever was going on stage. I always used to be on stage in my school, in my college for dances, for acting, for fashion shows, and whatever I could. I always used to win in Antaksharis. Literally, I'm so proud of that. सब लड़ते थे कि हमारी टीम में होगी अदिति. I was a prized possession. But in my sixth standard, I got a D. D in red ink in physics. I flunked physics in my sixth standard. I was in ICSE board. It is a tough board. And sixth में ही physics, chemistry, bio हो जाता है. और first term में मुझे D आया. And I was embarrassed. My parents were okay, but I was embarrassed. So then I thought, ठीक है, let me do something about it. And in the third term, I got A plus. So instead of my teacher giving my topper's example to the entire class, everybody was giving my example. Then, I don't know, somehow with time, by the time I came to the 10th standard, I became one of the toppers. Yuck. Oh, maybe not. Because it's not bad. Doing whatever you want to, if you put your mind in it, then you will be able to. So then, when my result came, my mother said, this is not possible. This can't be her result. She getting 95% is not a possibility. And I was like, yeah, you're right. There's some glitch. So we refreshed my results. But it indeed was my result. And then I don't know how we came up to the conclusion that maybe she can pull off medical. And in my childhood, I was always a crazy TV and film maniac. So crazy that जब भी मैं कुछ देखती थी, any show or any film, I used to come back to my washroom, and in front of the mirror, I used to rehearse it. I used to think that the hero is coming towards me, and I am all shy and all of that, and every scene that I wanted. This was so much of a problem that my mom said that if I'm passing through the washroom and I hear voices, then you are grounded. From that to this medical. Okay, fine. I was so naive. I even didn't know what to do. I mean, I knew in my heart that I wanted to be something in the entertainment industry, but I didn't think that it can be a possibility. I mean, how can a normal, simple little girl like me, still very little, unfortunately, but a girl like me can be there? I thought that those people are superhumans or something, made of some different flesh and blood, because how can I get a chance to be there? So I never thought that this can also be a possibility. And the self realization didn't happen by then. So I said, yeah, whatever you choose, mom and dad. So they asked me that simple question of a middle class Indian household, that Dr. Banna hai ya engineer? And I said, choose. You get the chance to choose. How lucky you are. So then somehow we discussed ghar pe, and then we went to Kota to get an admission in a pre-engineering institute. Okay, I don't know what happened. By the time we came back from Kota to Jhansi, we got an admission in a pre-medical institute. What was happening was, when I was sleeping, these guys discussed, my mom and dad, कि इसकी physics बहुत खराब है, maths इसको आती नहीं है, bio seems doable, ठीक है, medical दिला दो, I mean pre-medical दिला दो. It was just that. The next thing I know is I was in Kota in a mad rat race, and it was very hard. My life was very hard. But as I told you, I had thought about it. I thought, ठीक है, parents बोल रहे कर लो, बस कुछ तो करना ही है life में. So I started studying, and it was okay. Even then, when I was in Kota, I always used to get this feeling कि अगर whenever I crack NEET, the pre-medical exam, I wish I get an admission in a college in Mumbai. Why? Probably I had a hidden wish inside me which I didn't probably understand. Then, I was lucky enough to crack my exams, and I got into this beautiful college, amazing college called MS Ramaya Medical College, Bangalore. Now, life is all vibey, hunky dory, how college life is. Everything is going great, friends, fun, food, fest, vibe, great. But all of a sudden, in my second year, Farm Act 2, I remember the subject, just just the night before the exam, something stuck me. And it was self-realization. It was the feeling of me saying to myself that I got to try. I will have to give myself a chance. Okay, now, so when I mean medical exams, I mean medical final exams. You don't have time to eat, you don't have time to walk, you don't have time to sleep. You literally are blinking and reading, you're walking and reading, and I'm not exaggerating. So everyone's studying their best, and I'm sitting here and thinking to myself something so bizarre that I couldn't even tell it to anyone. I mean, just imagine that if I would have told this to anyone, they would have been saying that, Aditi, little crazy is okay, but this amount of crazy, they would have dismissed my entire existence in that one moment of, I don't know, wild thoughts. So then I didn't tell anyone, and I just somehow finished my exams. And then finally, one day after my exams, I called my mom and I said, Mom, I want to be an actor. 2 minutes of silence. And then she said, I knew it. What? If you knew, then okay. But she said, wait, 1 second. She said that you're really special for us. You're a great girl. But do you think that you are that kind of a girl who can survive there? You're not that quintessential actor looking person. And I mean, you're very nice and everything, but do you even have the skills? Are you sure of, or if this is just a phase? We don't know anyone in that industry. That world is dangerous. So first, you be sure yourself. Boom, that was a golden advice. She was right. I had to prove it to myself first to prove it to the world. Self validation is one of the most important steps for self empowerment. I had to lead my own battles, and this was a goddamn war. So then it didn't happen overnight that I switched my career. I mean, I mentally assessed that even if a career in the entertainment industry is a possibility or not, or if this is just a phase in my head. So I really worked hard in every aspect I could, transform myself physically, mentally, in my skills, and whatever I could do. And I couldn't tell anyone because they'll actually be judging me left, right, and center. Anybody could have thought that this girl, what's special in her to become an actor? She's not even tall. She's got a hairy face. She's got pimples. Poor girl. She's just gonna make a fool out of herself. So that is why I didn't tell anyone. I was leading a double secret college life. I was leading a Hannah Montana life and I was loving it. I was obviously the attendance in medical schools is really high. I used to go to my college and on the weekdays, and I used to go to secretly go to acting classes and theater in the during the weekends. Now I would be absent on weekends. People were suspicious of where I was going. People had the audacity to come up to me and ask me that Aditi, are you suffering from some disease? Are you getting like a secret treatment? Or you must be studying for PG, you don't want to tell us. Oh, some secret affair. I was the butt of all the jokes. I'm not kidding. But I never let any of this affect me because I knew what I was doing and I had my heart in it. I was working so hard. I didn't take any weekends off. I was doing whatever I can, theater, short films, ads, whatever, in Bangalore itself before stepping to Bombay because I wanted to be sure myself. Once I was truly convinced myself, to convince everybody around me was like moving a mountain. Still, my father is not convinced as of yet. Matlab, of course, he's very supportive and he's one of the he's the best father. In fact, my family, I've been really lucky to be having a family like that. But even now, every now and then, he throws in like a you should do a medical PG. This career, this field is very uncertain. You should have a stable career. And this is not his mistake, is because this is just pure love coming out of a father's heart. Probably in future, when and if I become a mother, I might also react the same way. And this is what the society dictates. Society dictates stability to be a successful a parameter for success. And if you think that you can challenge that and show the world that you are different, then go for it. But you need extreme determination for that. करना है तो फिर लड़ना है. Now, again, as I'm saying that I was going through all of this and side by side trying to convince my family, then finally one day I take a deep breath and I decide, this is it. I am going to Bombay. And as for my father, I eloped to Mumbai. And that changed my world. Destiny is a powerful charmer. I'm here, probably. I mean, walls of limitations can't be broken in a day or two. It is a constant, persistent effort. You have to be deciding what version of yourselves you want to be. Now, it didn't come handy to me to be an actor. I mean, I worked very hard to turn my destiny worlds apart. I told you, I created my own magic. And if I can, so can you. Now, once I stepped in Bombay, I didn't know who to meet, what to do, where to go. I just didn't know anything. That world is crazy. It's very hard. The amount of low points I have in my life, if I start to read them, then it'll be another TED talk. So I don't want to be dwelling in that. But life will pull you so down. It's just that you have to bounce back. And it is about you, the passion inside you, how much it makes you burn to strive for success. So once I then started to do small jobs in Bombay, I had understood that beginning is the hardest step, because to begin is to climb like the highest step of the ladder. So that is why beginning is the most important step, and once you begin, everything will follow. And this journey has taught me so much. My journey in medical has metamorphosized me from being Dr. Sanwal's daughter to Dr. Aditi Sanwal. And my journey in acting has taught me to be free, to be passionate, to be a believer, and to be everything that shines. Now, I obviously feel that it's quite special to see myself doing whatever I always wanted to. And I'm making everybody around me proud of what I wanted to do. Hashtag such a fulfilling feeling. Now those friends who were in college and making fun of me sit, and when they see any of my work, they tell everybody around them कि ये हमारी दोस्त है. So who won in the end? Well, so now I would like to end this rather long chatty chat by a little something that I wrote in one of my low points, as I just said. And I'm immature, I don't know how to write. This is basically my feelings. I have not written something. ये मैं बोल रही हूँ जो मैं सोच रही थी. So please bear with me. योद्धा सिर्फ वो नहीं होते हैं जो रणभूमि में होते हैं. योद्धा सिर्फ वो नहीं होते हैं जो रणभूमि में होते हैं. वो भी तो होते हैं जो जिंदगी में होते हैं. दुनिया से, किस्मत से, जहानों से, आसमानों से मैं सबसे लड़ जाऊंगी जब तक मैं वो ना बनूं जो मैं बन के दिखाऊंगी. So, thank you everyone. Let's break the walls of limitations around us and create our own magic. Thank you.